So tell us about yourself. Take us back to your beginning. So where did you grow up and what kind of things were you interested in as a kid?
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in California, outside of for 3 years of my childhood, from age 2 to 5. My family was in Ethiopia. My parents were missionaries out there, starting some orphanages for children and education for some, like, my dad was like training pastors down there. So spent a few years out in Africa, and then came back, and the rest of my life was basically all just California, born and raised. Born in San Diego, grew up in LA County, and now I've been living in Orange County for the past, like, I don't know how long, since 2016, and it's 2024, so like 8 years. Been living in Orange County. Absolutely love it here. This now feels like home to me. But I was always, all through like junior high, high school, college, actually not really college, just because I didn't have to take any math classes there, but all through junior high and high school, I always loved math. Always found myself geared towards that. In fact, I think it's a funny story that when I was in high school, I was in this really, really boring US history class. And I say it was really boring just because the teacher did not care about the class. He was like the basketball coach, but he like had to teach a class. So
Oh
he would
my God.
always just like, yeah. So he would, every class session, he would just be like, all right, shut up and read your textbooks and do your homework, and just like a rude guy. And it was very boring. And then this kid behind me, named Will Chang, he was in like calculus BC, which there's like these different levels. There's like calculus regular, then calculus AB, and then BC. And I was just in like pre-calc, which is like a whole like couple years ahead of this kid. But we're the same age, so he's like 2 years ahead of me on math. And I always saw him doing his homework, and I was like, dude, that looks crazy cool. He's doing these like integrals and stuff. And I was like, can you teach me how to do that? I just thought it looked cool. So he's sitting
Yeah.
there and he's like teaching me calculus in this class, and I get really excited. So I go buy the textbook, and I like start taking, calculus on my own, and having Will teach me all these things. And point being, I don't know what's wrong with my brain that I thought it was so interesting. And we would always get in trouble from the history teacher because he'd be like, thought we were like, we're out here being more productive than what he's doing. But I thought that was funny. But I never actually pursued math any more than, like, I took calculus, like the honors or whatever it's called, AP, Calc AP, in high school. And because I counted as a college credit, I didn't have to take any math in college. So I never took math again. That was just kind of like the end of my math career. And then I ended up working doing construction industry as a corporate trainer, just because, like, I'm a good kind of public speaker and talker and teacher, I guess. So that's what I was doing, is I was just like teaching and training people at this company. And eventually I found PPC. I was like, oh, cool. It's like, it's kind of mathematically minded.
It
Yeah.
is.
For me, it's like, I wish that we could get more technical. Like, I wish there was a way to implement like integrals and all these advanced models. There might be a way, but so far from what I've seen, it's really just multiplication and division is going to get you to where you need to go.
I give you something to look into. If you get into time series calculations,
Mm-hmm.
then that's when you get that sexy stuff because
Did
it's
you
all
call it the
about
sexy stuff?
yeah, because the time series calculations it takes into account, all kinds of things, and there's the deviations and blah blah. So that's where you have those different kind of calculations. But
Yeah.
talk about math.